What's up? This is Squad 2440. We're following tonight to Sound Team View. Today we'll be moving a two-car garage across town here on the mowing map. We'll be using this Peterbilt 379 sleeper to haul a very heavy and oversized load across town and over to the lake house. We do have a few beacon lights on this to help us out, and the trailer is equipped with some, which is going to be pretty nice. And the local police do have all of the roads closed down for us. We'll be hopping here on the inside of the Peterbilt and we'll be making our way over to the job site. I'm very excited for doing this moving video. I did do a few of these quite a while ago and I'm excited to be back into them. And I think we'll definitely turn on all of the lights just because this truck looks very nice. And the load is actually just down the road, so it's going to be pretty quick. And I really do like kind of starting out at a shop or a house and kind of making our way over there. But you guys can see this is one pretty cool truck. Really do like this one a lot. And it should have the power to move it. So they actually had a crane come over here, lift the garage off of its foundation and onto this trailer. As you guys can see, I mean, this is one giant trailer which we will be hauling today. So we'll kind of just come over here. We do want to do a few things before we do attach to it, but you guys can see it looks like it is already strapped down, very secure. It is a two-car garage. I mean, that's a pretty large two-car garage. I mean, take a look at that. So I mean, that's pretty cool. Take a look at all of the wheels here in the back. There's quite a lot of wheels, which actually is pretty helpful though for distributing the weight. And like I was saying, they did take off the flooring and they kind of left it here, so we'll definitely have to remove that. But next we'll be hopping back here in our Peterbilt. We do want to drop down that extra axle, and you guys can see it does drop down. That is pretty nice and it does work. And then once we do attach to it, we'll be turning on our beacon lights. Then we'll be walking around to make sure all of the lights do work. As you guys can see, we are now attached. We'll turn on our beacon lights and hazard lights, and we'll just take a quick walk around just to make sure all of them do work. You guys can see here in the back that the wheels do turn, which is pretty helpful, and it looks like all of the lights are on. That's a pretty big thing that you do have to check for, is the working lights. But we'll definitely be getting onto the roadway here, and I mean, this is one epic Peterbilt. Along the side, you guys can actually see that it has lights on the Peterbilt logo. But take a look at that, guys. We'll be taking up the entire roadway as we do make our way over to Lake House. This is going to be a pretty long haul, and we do have to go pretty slow because of the size of the load. Like I was saying, local authorities did close down the road for us in advance, which is pretty helpful. We technically do need a pilot truck, but I thought that we could definitely do it with the roads closed because we will not have to worry about that. And especially since this is so wide, we definitely cannot have cars even parked on the side of the road just because of the width of the garage. But you guys can see so far this Peterbilt is doing a pretty good job using that engine brake over there. And the biggest thing will be keeping all of the wheels of the truck and trailer on the asphalt, just because if we were to go off, we could run into a few traction problems, anything like that. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. My day is going awesome, and I hope yours is too. And I do appreciate all of the support here on the continued videos. I do enjoy doing daily farming sim videos. These are a lot of fun, especially special ones like this where we do move giant objects. I believe that we did move a ferry, house, sheds, and a few other big things like that, even a big boat. And you guys can see, I mean, these are some pretty fun videos, kind of navigating very small roads, tiny roads with giant loads just like this. If you do have any cool ideas for farming sim videos, let me know down below in the comments. I really do enjoy featuring 2 videos a day. The main video will be farming sim, just like always. And I really do like the look of this Peterbilt. I mean, this thing looks pretty cool with all the custom lighting. I do like that lighting on the side Peterbilt that lights up. I haven't seen that before, but you guys can see, I mean, we are slowly making progress, but it is very slow, and we can't drive too fast. I mean, that is quite a lot of weight, and it is top heavy with the roof. And I mean, there are just so many different factors when moving something this large. You guys can see that, I mean, we aren't averaging probably more than 10 miles per hour. We are going pretty slow, and you guys can see, I mean, looks like we actually have working gauges. So I think we'll kind of stay at 15, and I think that should be the perfect speed for us. But as you guys can see, we do have a very nice first-person view here on this semi-truck, which is nice. And we do actually have a full tank of fuel, which is perfect for us. I always do like topping it off before every one of our jobs. But you guys can see, I am taking this turn very wide, and it looks like we are having no problem whatsoever, and I really do like this mowing map. I did build it, great map, and I really do enjoy kind of playing on it, but I decided to also turn the lights on just because all of the different lights on this semi really do look nice. But we'll kind of definitely zoom out, and as you guys can see, I mean, take a look at the size of the garage. I mean, it's bigger than some of these houses we are passing by. That is just how giant it is, and it looks like it is actually very long. So I mean, you could probably fit even a pickup truck. You guys can see scraping a few of those tree branches. That is definitely not the best, but I mean, we are crawling just because of how heavy it is, how wide it is, and all of the different factors like I was saying earlier. If you guys would like to see more special videos like this one, moving giant objects, let me know down below in the comments, and if you do have any cool ideas, also let me know. I did get a request to do this, so I thought that it would be a pretty cool thing to do. We do have our hazard lights on, not our headlights, that is the second light. But wow, coming pretty close to the sign, not too many things that we do here on this map come close to hitting that sign, but I mean, this is probably the closest we've gone. We are right now passing by the Dodge dealership. Like I was saying earlier, we are bringing this over to the lake house, and they actually did hire a crane to lift this off of its foundation, put it onto the trailer, strap it down, and now they will be having a crane kind of come over here and do it. And this is actually going to be going over to a lake house, so I mean, that's pretty cool. A lake house is getting a pretty big upgrade, coming over here to a traffic sign. We gotta be pretty careful going off onto the grass. You guys can see just barely passing by. I mean, that takes a little bit of skill to kind of go by that so slow and to take wide turns. As you guys can see, we are coming up over here to the lake. We'll be making this right turn, and the house is at the end of the street, so I mean, we are getting pretty close to the delivery. But I would also like to thank each and every one of you for the continued support here on the daily videos. I really do like featuring a ton of different games while featuring the farm sim as the main one. And as you guys can see, coming pretty close to that Wells Fargo sign. And I mean, if we were a little bit more over that road, we would most likely kind of scrape this out of that. But wow, take a look at the Peterbilt, guys. I mean, you guys can see the engine underneath the hood. This thing looks epic, and I think I might look into changing the colors to maybe dark red and then the black stripe. I think that would look pretty cool, and I really do like everything about it. Those two beacon lights, the dual exhaust, and I mean, this thing looks pretty cool. But we are getting closer and closer. It is the giant house here at the end of the street, and then I think we might head back over to the shop depending on how much time that we do have. I really do enjoy doing these hauling videos once in a while. It does change it up from my normal videos, which is pretty cool. I do a lot of landscaping, public works, heavy rescue, fire rescue, and also towing and repoing. But I really do also like the bumper on this. I mean, that thing looks pretty cool. So we are just about here. You guys can see, I mean, it's that giant white house. They do not actually have a garage, so this is a big upgrade for them here at the lake house. They'll be able to keep their vehicles indoors, or even some of their lake toys, maybe even boat trailers, anything like that. And I mean, this will be a little tricky. We'll have to come as close as we can here to the side of the circle. I mean, this is so wide of a trailer. Let's kind of give it a try. Not the best to kind of get a few wheels up on it, but let's actually take a look. And I believe that they did want it. Let's take a look. I think we'll kind of back it in right over here next to the house. So we'll definitely give it a try, kind of park it up, and it should be a bit tricky. You guys can see scraping the branches on that tree, not the best, and I mean, there's really not much we can do without removing that tree, but we'll be backing up now. As you guys can see, the Peterbilt is doing a pretty good job backing up. We are very close to the edge of this roundabout circle, but wow, I mean, this Peterbilt, no problem whatsoever, changing the direction, and I mean, we are also scraping the trees over there, so a little bit of this isn't too realistic, but I mean, that is pretty much where the house will go. So next up, and the final thing will be to have the crane come over here, lift it up, and just will pull the trailer right out since there's no ramps. But as you guys can see, we got the garage here safe and sound. A little bit of branches did kind of get scraped off, but overall, for the most part, it was very successful. Hope you guys enjoyed today's hauling video, moving this giant 2-car garage to the lake house. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.